Hello there, this is DBT and this Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, the time has come. It's finally time to start the Lamborghini Revuelto video series. Let's go, baby! Now, this is a bunch of videos I've been making in the upcoming couple of weeks where I'll be tuning this car and using it in multiplayer. Yes, but also in Vroomy Face-Off. That's another series of videos that I do from time to time, but of course this time I'm focusing it around this beautiful car because of course I am excited and I want to use this thing. But before I jump into any of this, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because doing these things help the channel to continue to grow, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So once again, like and subscribe for some more Asphalt 8 right here. But alright, like I just mentioned, I'm gonna be doing this series throughout the upcoming couple of weeks. It's gonna take a little bit to do all of the videos on this, especially because you know that the multiplayer series resets and all of that stuff. It's fine. But the point is that I'm gonna be MP tuning this car, and as you saw in the thumbnail of this video, we're gonna cover a couple of tunes right here. So let's jump into it. Now let's cover the basics first, which is about the car itself, the Lamborghini Revuelto. Now, this is a car of Class S maximum rank of 1861. However, the base rank is considerably low at 1401, which means that this allows us to tune this car quite a bit for the 1410, for the 1500, 59, so on and so forth, right? So there's a lot of opportunities for MP tuning this car. Now, how is it gonna perform over there? I don't know just yet, but that is kind of the point of doing the MP tunes. So, how about we start working on this car? And the very first MP tune, by the way, shout out to invalid user in our Discord server, the House of Rooms, link is in the description, for coming up with this whole thing of the calculator in order to figure out tunes for cars. Now, the very first tune that we're gonna do, it's actually a very simple one. Oh, by the way, you may notice over here that I have a discount because, of course, I got this car through the car hunts and I got the discount coupon or coupon for discount, whatever. So that's why this shows cheaper. Otherwise, it would normally be 250,000, but either way. So the first tune that we're gonna do is super simple. For that, we're gonna upgrade twice over here. Now, let me do it with the keyboard because it's a little bit easier to do. There we go. All right, so we're gonna apply 2 over here. And then we're also gonna do 1 over here. And that should put us at 1412. Look at that. Oh, yep. 1412. So right away, we are ready for one bracket. Let's see if we can find some matches in that bracket. Oh, but before I go any further, there's the car with the tuning kit applied, just in case you were curious of the total numbers. But yeah, there we go. Ooh, and there we go. That was surprisingly quick to find that match over here. I think I saw at least 2 cars of the bracket, so that will be kind of interesting to see how we do over here. Now, of course, the difficulty... Oh, by the way, if you hear a lot of airplanes in the background, I apologize about that. It's just, I don't know, rush hour, who knows. But the difficulty about this whole thing... Holy smokes, my car looks super reflective. On this whole system of multiplayer and MP tunes for Class S cars is that I can only really use this car once I am in Elite League. Because, of course, this being Class S, I need to be in Elite in order to be able to use Class S cars, which is in general not too big of a deal, but at the same time, as I was saying at the very intro of this video, I think I said it, the difficulty of making these videos is precisely that once the multiplayer series resets, then I need to wait. I can no longer do these videos because I'm gonna start again in the Bronze League and I have to rank all the way up again to Elite, and only once I get to Elite, then I'll be able to continue doing videos with the MP tunes. So that is why this is gonna be spread around a couple of weeks at least. So don't expect all of these videos to be, of the Lamborghini Revuelto, to be coming one hour after another. The reality is that I'm gonna space them out a little bit. I hope you don't get too tired of seeing the Lamborghini Revuelto, but what can I tell you? It's a car that I've been wanting to drive for quite a bit. I waited 6 months in order to get it in this game, so finally that I have it, of course I'm gonna use it. But I did mention also that there's gonna be some additional stuff related to the Vroomy Face-Off. And well, not to spoil it right now, and I know that some of you know exactly what it is that I'm gonna be doing, but let's just leave it as a mystery for now. Yeah, it's gonna get interesting because normally I don't like doing Vroomy Face-Off with an MP tune car, but this one is absolutely worth it. Alright, we got a second place, which to begin with is not too bad. I got actually beaten by an Onuk Cezanne. That was going considerably faster, but then again, my car being MP tuned, yeah, makes sense. It's not gonna be very fast, nor very good, I imagine. And this is something that I have talked about to no end in previous MP tune videos, even though I don't do too many MP tunes videos nowadays. But every time that I would say this, that MP tunes, especially the lower ranked MP tunes, tend to not be very good compared to cars that would be, or rather cars that are in that bracket, but they're pro'd out. You know what I mean? So even though this car is MP-tuned, a car that naturally fits in the 1410 bracket should outperform this car, no problem. At least when it comes to top speed in general. The MP-tunes start getting a little bit, oh god, a little bit better the more, or rather the closer that you are to your pro rank of the car that you are using. So for example, this being a 1860, excuse me, an 1860, oh Jesus Christ, why can I not drive this thing, Jesus. This being a classic car of 1860, in theory, or I'd imagine one of the best tunes would be precisely on the previous bracket, which is the 1770. But hey, I guess we're gonna have to find out eventually once I get to it. Now, as you saw in this video, the whole idea is actually to do a couple of MP tunes. Don't you dare push me, buddy. To do a couple of videos, or rather a couple of tunes in this video, precisely because I don't expect it to perform all that good, and I don't want to dedicate an entire video to playing over here with this tune. So yeah, no, for the time being, it's just gonna be a few races with this and the next tune, and then we'll move on to, let's say, greener pastures. Don't touch me, buddy. Don't touch me. Jesus Christ, Hector. No! I almost hit that wall. I'm just trying to avoid. Are you kidding me? The worst part is he didn't even on purpose, so I cannot be mad at him. It's just that we collided midair and the game decided, well, DBT gets knocked down. That, to be fair, I imagine it has to do with top speed. My top speed is what, 372? All right, but I did get beaten by everything, so yeah, I wouldn't imagine this is gonna go great. Let's do one more race. Now, the difference is that this time I'm gonna basically shut up and see if I can do somewhat decently. Because, you know, I've said it a million times, I play a little bit better when I'm not yapping endlessly, so let's see if I can lock in and get a half-decent result for what should be the last race that I'm gonna do on this tune. I really, like I said, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time in each one of the tunes, unless they are meant to be used in the roomy face-up episode that I'll get to it at some point. But yes, okay, I'm like, why is this race not starting? But here we go. All right, let's do this. Oh my god, look at the EP48, the acceleration on that thing. Jesus. All right, I got no nitro. Let's go. I think that is an unboosted. Last time that I saw that F50, it was unboosted. And you saw how it was basically the same speed that I was, if not even faster. Man. Once again, this tells you that the top speed of this car with the MP tune is not particularly good, so RIP. So I skipped most of the race for you because, again, nothing interesting happened over here, but I'm gonna finish the race because, as I always say, why not finish the race? At the end of the day, I'm just enjoying driving my car, even if I got an absolutely horrendous result from the very beginning, but it's fine. Oh, actually, at least I didn't quit. So out of curiosity, I did check what is the top speed of a car of this bracket properly, of the 1410 bracket, and it's around 384 kilometers an hour. Mine was going 372. So yeah, no wonder why cars were just passing me left and right, but hey, it's fine. Again, it's expected that the lowest possible MP tune is gonna be pretty bad. So let's jump into our second MP tune, which is gonna be for the rank of 1500. Now for that, I'm gonna continue applying some upgrades over here. I need to basically max out the exhaust. So let me skip this for you. A bunch of resources later. All right, so here's what I did. Suspension, I kept it at 1 out of 10. Drivetrain, we went for the 3 out of 10. And finally, exhaust, maxed out at 10 out of 10. And as you can see, that gave me a rank of 1501. So this is ready for the next bracket. Now let's see how it performs over here, because at least the acceleration should be a little bit better. All right, let's see how we do over here. Wait a second, isn't this the same guy that I found in the previous bracket? Oh, well, must be like, wait. How did DBT bring yet another Lambo Revuelto, but now this time here, what is happening? It's MP tuning, that's what it is. All right, let's see how we do this time around. Triple tap. All right away you can tell that the acceleration is definitely much more competitive. In the previous races, I did triple tap and you saw how things were just getting past me like crazy. Not this time. This time it's a little bit better. Now, to be fair, over here in this bracket, I'm gonna be finding a lot of the really powerful cars of this bracket, obviously. That being the Lamborghini Asterion and the Mitsubishi Lancer Anniversary Edition as well. So, hey, you know, if my acceleration compared to them doesn't look absolutely garbo, I think that's sort of a W in a little way. Though I'm still gonna finish apparently in third place so long as I don't mess it up and I don't fall any further back in the positions. But This is looking half decent for it. All right. Oh boy. Yeah, that drift did not impress me. I actually don't even know how this car performs when pro'd out, because did I even drive it? I don't think this car had a free try of, you know, of the car at Pro in some TLE or something. If it did, I already forgot. But yeah, I don't really know how this car performs at Pro, but hey, here it is at 3rd place. Not too bad. I'm gonna say not too bad. I like it. All right, cool. So yeah, defeated by the 330 P4 and a Mitsubishi Lancer, but I defeated an Asterion, another Lancer, and another Asterion. Though, well, the Asterions were both without tuning kits. Jesus. Maybe that's why my acceleration didn't look so bad. And now we made it into Rio de Janeiro. Let's see how we do over here. Now, I'm famously terrible in this track, so let's see how it goes. All right. Well, all right. So that Asterion was about on par with my acceleration, or I should say my acceleration was on par with that Asterion, but he was doing perfect nitro where I was doing triple tap. So I don't know that that is very indicative of anything. Oh, God. Yeah, no, the handling, it's also not impressing me at the moment. Oh man. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not, I'm not saying that, oh, it's a straight up garb or anything, but you know, it does leave some stuff to be desired. It's fine. It's a beautiful Lambo, what can I tell you? Alright, so far I've taken a lead. Let's see if I can actually keep it. DVT focus, don't mess it up. Just pay attention to what you're doing. Don't get tilted, don't get flustered, you'll be fine. Alright, the other car actually took a different route than I did, though I don't know that it's necessarily a better route. And I kept the lead. Let's go. And that's gonna be another first place, baby! I say another next. It's actually my very first place with this car, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, so there was, yeah, okay, yeah, look at that. Not only did he do perfect nitro, he was also without the tuning kit, so oof. Now, someone can and might, oh, look at that, Sexto Elemento. Someone may say or make an argument about DVT, you're playing this so late in the season that you're not really finding the true, properly competitive competition and all of that stuff. And yeah, that is kind of true, but at the same time, I make these videos just for fun, you know? This is, and as I've always said, I'm not a great reviewer of anything. I don't do this, it's not like, oh, look at these objective numbers and this is objectively this much better than that other thing. Nah, I don't do things like that. You know how I am. So this is more just to have some fun with the car, see what it can do, and just hope for the best. But that's why I provide you still the tunes and whatnot if you want to experiment with it. But the reality is that I don't expect a lot of people to, you know, have gone premium for this car and then want to MP tune it and whatnot. But if you're curious about general MP tuning of cars, why don't you check DarkProGamer's channel? I put the link on the description if you want to check his channel. He does a lot of MP tune videos or MP tune cars, and he makes videos on them. It's a lot of information over there. He recently did an entire Lamborghini theme bunch of MP tune videos. It was absolutely fantastic, so why don't you check it out? But yeah, in my case, when I do MP tunes, it's more just to have some fun and be like, let's see what I can do. Let's see how many times I crash, and hopefully something good is gonna happen. But yeah, this is not a proper review of anything. I just like looking at my cars going vroom vroom. What can I tell you? That's kind of the entire point of this channel. But hey, I'm gonna get a 2nd place. I wonder if I hadn't crashed, if I could have gotten a better position. But you know what? I'll live with a 2nd place. That's not too bad. There's nothing to be ashamed about this position, so it's fine. Defeated by the MP Tune Sexto Elemento. Let's go. Oh, that's so cool. Especially because the Sexto Elemento is a car that was never rebalanced, so it's cool to see it MP Tune where it actually can perform decently. And we're back in China. Let's see if I can get some revenge over here. I think I said revenge because I think in a previous race I did pretty bad. Whatever, it's fine. You love to see the Lambos though. And there's the Sexto again. So we have the Lambos, I mean the Asterion, we have the Sexto Elemento, the Asterion, and myself. Now I just started there because I was just remembering that in a previous video where I was talking about the Lamborghini Sian, I was saying how the Lamborghini Asterion, it was actually the first hybrid car that Lamborghini did, even if it was just a prototype, but they meant it for it to go into production. But yeah, so it's kind of cool to see the first prototype of what's it called, a hybrid car, and then the proper first full production hybrid car by Lamborghini, the Lamborghini Revuelto. So that's kind of dope. A bit of an interesting parallel over there. One being a prototype, meaning not in production at all, and this one being full production. And I make the distinction of full production versus something like the Sian, which was also technically a hybrid, but that one was a low unit production car, so it doesn't quite compare to a car like this. That is going to be the platform for many years to come. And all right, another second place. You know what? Like I said, that's not too bad. I can live with second places. This particular MP2 doesn't seem all that bad. So hey, look at that. Lambo, 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 Lambo. Now, there's something to be said about having so many Asterions, because that is the spam Lambo over here, because that, whatever. But hey, having a full Lamborghini lobby over here looks kind of dope. Come on. And while this is not a proper quote-unquote protest or even a proper tune test of the car, since this particular MP tune does seem to be at least a little bit decent, I decided to do a bit of a test of the drift on the spiral, and we shall also test the time to wobble. Let's see how this thing drifts over here. I don't imagine very well, given, you know, MP tunes tend to focus. Acceleration MP tunes don't tend to focus a lot on handling, but hey, all right, there we go. So this is somewhat doable, kind of wide, but not absolutely hideous. And of course, for the sake of argument, also in the opposite direction, because yes, though I always say that this direction feels assisted, so it should drift a little bit better, but let's see how it actually plays out. Yeah, it's a little bit, tiny bit sharper, I think, but hey, still, it's decent, the drift in general. And I think I did show you the stat, but here it is just in case you were curious, just so that you can see all of the numbers and whatnot. Now, we also have the time to wall test over here, and I'm gonna say that I'm not too sad that my opponent for this race, the AI, it's a Lamborghini Huracan Evo Spider. I don't like that car, so hey, it gets destroyed. It's fine. But yeah, this is a pretty clean one, look at that. It gets a tiny bit on the way, but I don't believe that's gonna really affect the time to wall. But there is one attempt here, and a clean attempt in gate drift, because you know that I like doing this as well, because hey, nobody gets on the way at all, so you get as clean as possible of a time to wall test that can be done. So yeah, there you have it. Like I said, this is gonna be a series of videos that are gonna be happening throughout the upcoming, I don't know how long it's gonna take, probably quite a bit, but hey, at the end of the day, I can't be too mad. It's a lot of Lamborghini content, and well, how could I not enjoy this? Now, if you want to get a heart and a pin on this video, you need to leave me the key phrase, which for today is going to be, everyone, brace for impact. The Revuelto series has begun. And if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.